Alright, so today I'm going to be filling up these beds and probably transplanting my Swiss chard and my onions that have sprouted, my broccoli, planting some other seeds out here, just strictly cold weather crops. So that's what I'm doing today. Now that I've topped them all off with my compost, I'm going to go ahead and water this soil in, get everything nice and wet, ready to transplant and plant in. These are what the little baby green onions look like. So what I'm going to do is put them along this back area back here. If they don't grow, that's fine. It'll be okay. Like, I can reseed them. But this is what my seed snail looks like after letting them all sprout. So all I'm gonna do, make me a little row right here. I'm just gonna be pulling them out, laying them in here so that the roots are facing down. Like so. We're just gonna keep doing this and get them all in here. It's okay if they're close together. They're just green onions. They're not gonna bulb up or anything. So I'm gonna put as many of them in here as I can. I'm gonna let them continue growing. All right, in the far half of this bed, I'm going to be transplanting my Swiss chard and kale. Again, if they survive, great. If they don't, I can just reseed them. I'm still early enough in the season. So I'm going to give them a shot and see how it goes. And let's see. We'll do the kale in the back. Make a ditch deep enough for my cells to come out and go in here. Let's do some Swiss chard. We'll do them right about here. See how they go. There we go. All right. All right, it's almost lunchtime. You know, I'm a diabetic, so I have to eat when it's time to eat because my blood sugar drops. So what I'm gonna do before I plant any seeds or anything else in here is I've unwrapped the cover cloth. I don't know how big it is, but I'm gonna see how big I need, cut it, and go ahead and drape this over and see how this goes. All right, this is what it looks like thus far. I still think I want to get some of those metal office clips and just do my clipping around here to help like solidify it. But we're gonna see how this works. All right, guys, we're inside and I'm gonna look to find some peas to plant. I keep my peas seeds in this box, my peas and beans. I also have a bag with just a bunch of flower seeds. So I'm gonna go through these and I'm going to pick out some peas that I can go ahead and sow in the ground in the totes that I have outside. Okay, these are the 3 varieties of peas I'm gonna grow. These King Tut purple peas, these Cascadia peas. It says it's a cool season, so. And then these called Caribe de Moussain. So I'm gonna plant these 3 out for my peas. All right, I am back. So there is a little bit of wind. If you're hearing wind noise, I apologize. You may or may not be able to see my face here. Let's move maybe this way. That might work better. So I've collected some seeds that I'm gonna put out here. This is my bag of the beans that I showed you. I also have some beets and radishes here. And then I'm also going to go ahead and seed some spinach, some more kale, some more Swiss chard, some baby bok choy, things like that that are cold weather tolerant. Because I want a succession seed. If those things live after their transplant, that's great. If not, I will have planted seeds and then more will come up. Bonus, I found some of these in my house, so I'm going to use them to clip these things to the bottom around the edge when I'm done. And then also, I will be putting out some little plastic things to mark where some of the stuff is at. But also, in my little garden journal book, it has a place for you to sketch out your garden and label stuff. So I'm going to be doing that as well, as if I'm going to sketch it out and label where things are as if I am facing this way. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'll bring you back in a little bit, show you how it goes. All right, so I got all my seeds planted and everything. This is what my chart looks like. And I don't know if you can see that because of the sun and all, but had everything labeled off. I left these 2 areas clear so I have room to put like my broccoli and stuff. I'm going to wait a couple more weeks before I put them out. And so I'm going to water this in really, really good again. Cover it all up. And then we'll see what happens. It's all just, if it doesn't work, I'll just plant more stuff. It'll be fine. But we're going to give it a shot. All right, so I finished putting all my seeds and plants in there that I'm going to do right now. I've watered everything in. I'm going to cover everything in a light layer of straw just to help protect it from, you know, the cold temperatures that we still have and stuff. And then I'm going to cover it back up. So, yeah, time lapse.